Good day to each and everyone. Welcome now to our math class. Again, we are in the fraction week. So enjoy our fractions. Alright, to start our lesson, we're going back on how to visualize the fractions. Okay, let's have this. This is 2/3. So to visualize this, we have three or a whole number divided into three parts and the two was shaded. So that is the third. How about 4/5? So one whole is divided into four equal parts, five equal parts rather, and the four is shaded or taken. And we have 2 and 8 tenths. So we have 2 and 8 tenths. Right? So we have two whole number and one whole is divided into 10 equal parts and 8 is shaded. Okay, so this time we are going to review about how to change our fractions into lowest term. So let's have this an example. 2/8. So 8 can be reduced to lowest term by finding the GCF. And the GCF of 2 and 8 is 2. So we are going to divide it by 2. So we divide both numerator and denominator by the GCF 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So therefore, the lowest form of 2/8 is 1/4. Okay? Next, let's have this an example. 24/6. 24/6 class is an example of improper fractions. If our fractions is in an improper fraction form, our answer must be a whole number or a mixed number. So we are going to change that. We are going to divide 24 by 6, or we are going to divide the numerator by its denominator. Now, we have 24 divided by 6 equals 4. Then 4 times 6 equals 24. So we have now 24 minus 24 equals 0. Now, our answer is 4. So 4 is the answer for 24/6. So improper fractions become a whole number or becomes a whole number. Let's have another one. 15/4. Again, 15/4 is an example of an improper fraction. An improper fractions. So we are going to divide it by 15 by 4. So we have 15 divided by 4 equals 3. Then 3 times 4 equals 12. 15 minus 12 equals 3. So our quotient is 3. So therefore, the quotient or our whole number is 3. So the whole number is our quotient. And the remainder class is our denominator. And copy the denominator. Our remainder rather class is the numerator and copy the denominator. So our answer now for the lowest term of 15/4 is 3 and 3/4. Let's have another one. 2 and 8 tenths. So 2 and 8 tenths is an example of a mixed number. So if we are going to change that into lowest term, we are not going to divide or the whole number, only the fraction. So we're going to look at the GCF of 8 and 10. So the GCF of 8 and 10 is 2. So we are going to divide it by 2. But first, you are going to copy the whole number. So you're going to copy 2, then 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Then 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So therefore, the lowest term or the lowest term or simplest form of 2 and 8 tenths is 2 and 4/5. So our lesson this week is all about visualizing multiplication of fraction using models and multiplying mentally proper fractions with denominator up to 10. Okay, so are you ready now? So I have here objective. So the objective is at the end of the lesson, you are expected to visualize this multiplication of fraction using models. Multiply mentally proper fraction with denominator up to 10. And appreciate the value of using fractions in real life situations. So let's have this problem solved. Okay. June found 3/4 of a small pizza on the table. He ate one half of the portion of the pizza he found. What part of the whole pizza did June eat? Well, will you can do it through a piece of pad paper or by drawing it. If you find one half of 3/4, what answer will you get? All right. So we are going to answer the following questions. Who found the pizza on the table? Okay, very good. June found pizza on the table. What part of the pizza did June eat? All right, so one half of the portion of the pizza he found on the table that June eat. So one half of 3/4. Okay, so what is asked in the problem? The problem asks about the part of the whole pizza did June eat. Then, what are the given facts? Okay, so the given facts are 3/4 and one half. What is the number sentence? So the number sentence is we have 3/4 times one half equals n. Right? So we have 3/4 times one half equals n. So we are going to visualize 3/4 of the pizza that June found on the table. So this is the pizza that June found on the table. And half of that pizza June eat. So that is one half of the pizza that June eat. So we are going to divide the pizza, the 3/4 pizza. Then, if we are going to illustrate the part of the whole that June eat is like this. So we are going to multiply. All right. So the pizza, the part of the pizza that June eat is 3/8. Why 3/8? So now we are going to multiply. So let's have 3/8. 3 times 1 equals 3. Then 4 times 2 equals 8. So therefore, the part of the whole pizza that June eat is 3/4. So that is how the illustration tells us the part of the whole pizza did June eat. Okay, let's have another example here. We are going to multiply 2/3 times 3/7. All right, so we are going to illustrate the 2/3. All right, that is 2/3. So one whole is divided into three equal parts, and the two parts was shaded or is shaded. Then we are going to illustrate 3/7. Okay, 3/7, the whole number is divided into 7 parts. And 3 parts is shaded. So that is the top 3 parts shaded. So now, so our illustration was not equally divided because it moves. So consider that all the parts class is equally divided. So now, we are going to illustrate how to multiply that. So we have this one. So that is the 3/7. Then we are going to overlap the 2/3. All right. So that becomes now. So what have you noticed to the illustration? So you have the 3 divided into, you have 2/3 and 3/7. So we are overlapping. And then, so since our 2/3 is yellow and our 3/7 is green, so the common color here or the mixing color of yellow and green is yellow green. All right. So now that yellow green class tells us the numerator. So why? Because we are going to multiply 2 times 3 equals 6. Then 3 times 7 equals 21. So therefore, the answer is 621, or that is the 6. Then the total part that equally divided is 21. So we're going to count. We have 7. Then we have 3. So 3 times 7 is equals to 21. Then the combining color class is the numerator. And the whole part that equally divided is our denominator. Now look at our answer. 621st. 621st can be changed into lowest term by dividing it by 3. So we're going to divide it by 3. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Then 3 times 21 divided by 3 equals 7. So therefore, the final answer is 7. So that is how to illustrate multiplication of fractions. So it is very easy. Am I right? Okay, very good class. So now let's have this another example. So look at this. We have 2 times 1/3. So we have 2 1/3. So we are going to multiply. Let us count the number of the shaded part. How many? We have 2 shaded part. So that is 2. Then how many part is a whole number divided? It is 3. So therefore, our answer is 2/3. And if we are going to illustrate our answer, the illustration goes like this. All right, so we have now 2/3. So in other words, class, in multiplying a whole number by a fraction, you just simply multiply the whole number to the numerator and then copy the denominator. Then you can change your answer into lowest term if it is applicable. All right, let's have that number 2. You have 3/4 times 4. So you have 4 3/4. If you are going to combine, or if you are going to put a shade to those one part, it can make a whole part. Yes, it can make a whole part. If we are going to combine the three color here to the one part of the fourth, the one-fourth part that is not shaded, you can have 3 whole part. Am I right? Okay, so let us check. So if we are going to multiply again a whole number by a fraction, just simply multiply the numerator to the denominator, to the whole number. So 3 times 4 equals 4 over 4. So 4 divided by 12. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So therefore, the answer is 3. Okay, again, 3 times 4 equals 12. Copy yung 4 na denominator. So 12 fourth is equals 3, or 12 divided by 4 is 3. All right, so that is how to visualize multiplication of fractions. So let's have another one here. We are going to multiply proper fraction mentally. So example is given to you, class. So 1/4 times 2 equals 1/2. How it is done? How that the answers arrive to 1/2. Okay, so I'll show you how the answer becomes 1/2. So in this case, we are going to use cancellation method in order to arrive our answer to its simplest form. Because when we are going to use cancellation method before multiplying fractions for a whole number, our answer is already in the lowest term form. Okay, so the 1/2 times, 1/4 times 2. So we are going to cancel the whole number 2 and the denominator 4. Why? Because it can be divided both 2. All right, so we are going to divide it by 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So look at the numbers left. So we have 1 times 1, copy 2. That is why the answer is 1 half. Just simply multiply the numerator to a whole number and copy the denominator. Take note, class, in using cancellation method, we can cancel only the numerator to the denominator or a whole number to the denominator. But numerator to a whole number, it is not true or hindi po tama yon. You can only cancel or use cancellation method whole number to the denominator and or numerator to the denominator. All right? Let's have another example here. So we have 6 can be canceled and 4. So what number can divide to both of them? 2. Very good. So we have 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Now, look at our fraction, 2 halves. 2 halves can be divided into 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Then 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So the remaining denominator plus is 1. So if that denominator is 1, the answer must be in a whole number. So we have 3 times 1 equals 3. All right? Let's have another one. So 3 numerator and 3 the denominator. So 3/5 times 2 halves. 2/3 rather. So we're going to cancel 3 because we are going to divide it by 3. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. So the remaining numbers are 1 times 2 equals 2. 5 times 1 equals 5. So therefore, the answer is 2/5. Okay, next. Number 4. 3 and 6 can be divided by 3. So we have 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Now we're going to multiply. 1 times 5 equals 5. 8 times 2 equals 16. So therefore, the answer is 5/16. Now, number 5, multiplying fraction by a whole number. Again, cancel the whole number to the denominator. So we're going to cancel. So what number can divide to both of them? 5. Very good. So 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Then 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Then multiply. 2 times 4 equals 8. Then the last one, number 6. 1/5 times 20. Also cancel 20, cancel 5. Divided by 5, 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. So therefore, the answer is 1 times 4 equals 4 over 1, or the answer is 4. That is how to multiply fractions mentally, or the proper fraction mentally. And that is how to visualize multiplication of fractions. I hope you learned about multiplying of fractions. So once again, how do we visualize multiplication of fractions? Okay, so to visualize, we can use diagram or models to visualize multiplication of fractions. So in this way, we can clearly see or check if the answer is correct. And how do we multiply proper fraction mentally? All right. To multiply fractions by another fractions, multiply both numerator, both denominators, then express your answer to lowest term whenever possible. If the answer is not in the lowest term form, you must be change it to a lowest term form. Okay. So now, let's go now to your activity. Get your paper and you are going to illustrate the given fractions and the product by shading the figure. All right, so we have number 1, 1/2 of 1/3. So you're going to show your answer. Then we have number 2, 3/4 of 3/5. Then letter B, illustrate fractions given using figures. So we have number 3, 2/4 of 2 and 3/8. Number 4, 3/4 of 1 and 1/3. Then number 5, 1/2 of 1 and 1/2. So that is your performance task to be passed or uploaded to your Google Classroom. And for your quiz class, it is also available in your Google Classroom. I will be posted it in your Google Classroom. Okay? And for your assignment, directions. Use what you know about multiplication of fractions to solve the puzzle below. To solve this puzzle, each fraction must be equal to the product of two fractions below. Okay, so you are going to also upload this in your Google Classroom. All right, so if no more question, thank you very much. Enjoy doing your activities. See you next week.